Stars started off pretty much as a pop song. I knew it was going to be a pop song before I actually started writing it. I knew I wanted to write a pop song. I must have been listening to something on the radio, which I don't really do much these days, but maybe my phone was out of battery or something and I was forced to listen to the radio. And anyway, I was like, well, it's good to hear a pop song. I haven't written one in a while, so maybe we should write one. And that's basically how it came to be. So I knew it was going to be heavy synths, and I knew there was going to be some production to the song itself, which was fun and cool to do. Scott did an amazing job, kind of taking my half-baked ideas and applying them to the actual song. So it was great and fun to do that.
Hey, thoughts on Till the Stars Go Out, the latest Rito single. This one, I actually tracked the drums for this one before we did Wolves, which is our prior single before this one. But again, the song in general, it's a love song. Very well fleshed out before it got to me to do drums. Synthesizers, really a lot of guitar parts, very wide, right? Again, we did a number of things on the mix for this one to make the verses more subdued, gradually building the choruses more powerful, leading up to kind of an explosive last chorus and an end with great guitar work. So again, Mike Curtis, great guitar solo on this one, the first solo. Pete Rivera, what I would describe as a very left-hand legato style, Alan Holdsworth style outrow solo at the end after that last chorus. And so again, a pop song, but at the same time we have a lot of instrumental goodness going on in the whole track. And the drums meant the least on this one. You're again just kind of keeping the feel and the groove going for this song, but a lot more in the the vocal production, the mix, the width, the general presentation of the song. We focused really long and hard on this one and went through many versions to get to the final version that you got to hear.
The production of the song is really kind of where Scott and I took it to a place that we normally don't go. The drums and the bass on this one are really pretty simple. They just kind of lay down the foundation for the song, and really it's the melodies that kind of take over on this one. It's all about the hooks on this one. And it was great because I would suggest things to Scott and he would suggest things to me as far as production and things like that go. And it was great. We both kind of ran with whatever kooky idea we thought of at the moment, and it seemed to work. There were some things with the drums triggering some pink noise and things like that. Certain effects that lead into the chorus, sounds and things like that, heavy synths. The way we kind of panned them and the way we did the spread for them was fun. It was interesting. So that kind of stuff, side chaining, different types of things to compress other things in the mix, was cool and fun. It all kind of led to the final result. Stuff that we've been doing for a while that we incorporated, kind of keeping the main level at 0. So when the choruses hit, they're at 0, basically 0 dB. But the verses beforehand are like a dB or so quieter, and so that way when we do get to the chorus, it rises to 0 and it just has more impact. But we've been doing those things for a while anyway. But so there was quite a bit of production on this one.
Okay, a couple of quick notes on the drum production on this one. Again, as I mentioned before, the song is not about the drum part, but about the song itself. But we pulled out an old 80s gated white noise trick on the snare drum on this one. So what you need to listen for that is for every snare head, so you want to kind of give it a nice elongated decay and sound effect there, which was really cool. And we did a lot of work on reverbs in general on everything. So like there's really one drum fill in the whole song, and it's before the second chorus. You and it's got this wonderful, rich, reverby sound on that one. So a lot of time kind of put into the ambience and the sound effects that went into the drum part on this one, just to help out with the production side, amongst the other fun things that we did for the other instruments.
The only part of the writing on this song that kind of that held up the writing for a little bit was trying to find the right key for it. The rest of the progression is pretty normal. It sticks to the same key, which nowadays I try to avoid when I can, but it seemed to work for this one. So, and both Mike and Pete did great solos. Mike did a solo in the middle, and basically my only guideline was, Journey, 1980s Journey, try and get that Neil Sean effect. And he did great with it. Basically what I was kind of looking for was just something melodic, something you could sing. And then, of course, Pete at the end, he did a great modal solo at the end. So it was great to have, both of those guys bring in their guitar powers to work on this song. Tonight, let's play it like it's our first time. Well, the lyric of the song, as songwriters, you're always trying to find that angle. How do I not make it a typical love song? I love you, she loves me, he loves her, that type of deal. And so it's hard to do and get it right all the time. So it is a basic love song type thing, but I didn't know what to call the song, and I struggled with that for probably a couple of weeks. And so what I did was I figured I'd go on the internet and just kind of look up, I think I punched in something like, love stories for forever or something like that, and then a whole bunch of stuff came up, and I had to file through what was ever on the internet for like a couple of days, which kind of almost drove me a little crazy. But I came across this story. It was kind of like in this internet forum or something where these people were talking about their significant others. And one person's story at the end said, basically, I'll love you till the stars go out. And I was like, I never heard that before. I liked it. And I'm like, that's good. That's the title of the song. So that's what I ran with, till the stars go out. And then the rest of the song pretty much came pretty easily after that.